I'll say this, the condo situation in the state of Florida is going from bad to worse. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Do you feel safe living here?
Not really.
What if you were paying your mortgage month after month, your HOA, your condo association, month after month, paying your taxes, you're trying to maintain your condo inside, only to get a letter to say, you must vacate?
Are you worried about you're being forced out?
Yes, that's for sure.
Alexandra Ferralis is not sure how much time her community has before she feels Miami-Dade County steps in to force them out for repairs.
Because the repairs are so bad on the structure that you can't live here anymore, that the city is going to condemn it, or that the building is just going to be sold out from underneath you. What if somebody told you that? Would you not be mad?
Look at this patchwork. Why? Look at the ceiling and the cracks in it. This is going to fall.
We see more evidence of disrepair at a neighbor's home. The outside hides what's on the inside. A gaping hole in the ceiling, containers underneath to catch water.
Well, this is happening to a lot of families in the state of Florida, and it's only going to spread to the other states, to the other coastal areas, anywhere else where there is an environmental issue that causes structures to decay at a rapid rate. Insurance companies are going to force this issue and put higher and higher standards on these properties to the point where the expenses are going to go up, 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 and up.
Like Ferralis' neighbor's bedroom ceiling that crumbled onto the floor.
So let's take a look at these people right here. In this video, they are experiencing this. If you haven't been tracking, I've made multiple videos. Go watch those on the SIRS study, the SIRS inspections, the structural integrity inspections going on in the state of Florida. And that has opened up a huge can of worms, and it's spreading to other structures. It's going to spread to these 2-story, 1-story condos, because there's so many people and so many lives at play, and some of these buildings are in really bad shape from the years and years and years of neglect.
Anything, right? Any job that they do, they don't complete it properly.
They are association leadership in this community of 21 buildings. I contacted the board president and property manager about the open cases, needed repairs, and the community's current condition. They have yet to respond.
This is leading a lot of people to say, where are the records?
The county steps in to force them out for repairs. The county's website lists 7 unsafe structure cases at the association.
Where are the financial records on these properties? Who was the HOA or condo association president at that moment? And did they, in some guilty mind, decide to forego these repairs? And fast forward a few years and these people are going to be homeless. And where are they going to go? They're going to live in hotel rooms till somebody can fix this situation, if it does get situated. And I feel for these people, and I'm trying to make people aware of this issue as much as possible.
Where building after building appears to be in various states of disrepair.
Because the legislatures are out of it. They don't care. They say they passed this little law, it's going to fix itself. And the law in some situations had too much teeth and forced the domino effect because it had to happen so soon.
A few years back, in Ferralis' unit, water floods the kitchen after a bad storm. Now a plastered wooden board outside they installed keeps it out.
In some situations where you're trying to find wrongdoing, well, sometimes doing nothing is the wrongdoing. And like I've said in many of these videos, some of these managerial companies over these condo associations, or the board members on these condominium associations, benefited from kicking the can down the road, i.e., they sold their property before these known situations started happening.
If you own these properties, at the end of the day, this is your investment. You should care enough about it. Something should have been done a long time ago.
And for the condos that are not concrete, that are wood bound, are stucco, have lots of wood rot, they have structural issues, and now in some of these videos you're seeing online pop up, plumbing problems, gas problems, roofs leaking, railways and balconies completely unstable, completely unsafe, and the city's coming in and saying, you know what, you got to move out, this place is too dangerous. Well, what do you do in that situation with your mortgage, where your kids go to school? All these third, fourth order effects are starting to pop up, and the city, the county, state is having to come in and fix these problems.
Very disturbing. Our office sees hundreds of these complaints. First of all, you have to start with teeth in the law.
You know, the DBPR in the state of Florida, the regulatory commission or body over these corporations, these entities running around, you know, trying to govern these condo associations and the condo associations themselves, the DBPR needs to have more teeth.
Transparency of records, record keeping, failure to turn over records, that all of these things will have built-in consequences.
And go in and say, you know what, this isn't working. Your records are completely negligent. Your records are that bad or they don't even exist at all. We're going to get rid of all you board members and we're going to fix this problem. We're going to, you know, maybe go in and say, okay, we're going to say this entity will now govern this condo association, which creates its own problems because then again, the homeowners will be sitting there or the condo owners will be sitting there saying, but they don't live here. These issues don't affect them. So like, how will they have my best interest at heart? And then you have these board members, you know, that we're looking at over here that do live there. Well, do they? Some of these boards have been infiltrated by these corporations wanting to absorb these properties, wanting to buy out these properties, wanting to tear down these properties and build something new. So what do? You get you a foothold into the condo association. Maybe you buy a couple condos when they came up for sale. You get those votes and you slowly work on a supermajority until you can start changing rules. And the next thing you know, you start forcing people out. And how do you do that? You raise the temperature of the pot, the temperature of the water so high through assessments, through raising the HOA dues to the point where people can't afford to live there anymore.
Gardens, Ferralis says monthly association dues are over $700. If each unit owner paid on time, the association would collect around $2.4 million annually.
You don't feel like you have a good accountability of where the money's moving and how fixes are getting done?
Not at all.
I hope I'm explaining this correctly, but I want y'all out there to know this is how it's done. They make it more expensive, more expensive, more expensive until nobody can afford to live there. They sell for pennies on the dollar, and then another vote is absorbed until they can just vote the building into another ownership. It's how this stuff happens. It happens in mergers and acquisitions in business all the time. And you know, my goal for this video and these last 4 or 5 videos is to take care of y'all out there that don't know this is going to happen to your friend, your mother, your brother, you, and how this stuff can happen. It's criminal in nature. It is bigger than the picture of just your condo. You think about somebody is trying to buy the entire building complex. Somebody is trying to take that land, maybe destroy some of these older buildings because concrete only lasts so long, these buildings only last so long, and they know they can come in and build something bigger that's worth more. And ultimately, lives are at play here, and it's crazy.
And again, just to reiterate, we have reached out to the association president and the property management company that oversees Venetian Gardens on numerous occasions, including a call into the property management office just yesterday. We have yet to hear back. Now, turning our attention to
what you're going to see with these property management companies and these HOA condo association directors, they don't want to speak to you. They don't want to speak to the media. They don't speak to anybody. You know what? They're going to hide behind their locked doors and their anonymity until they can't no more. And that's usually a guilty mind. When they don't want to talk to the media, they don't want the media anywhere around the property, you're seeing corruption in play. And what you're going to find out in a lot of these situations is there is no documents. They have neglected to keep proper documentation on the finances. And in many of these HOAs in the past, we've seen them embezzle money time after time after time. Where's all the money going? Where do all the money that's supposed to do these repairs go? You need to ask lots of questions. Ask everybody around you questions. Where did the money go? Where did the budget go? And why are they raising the dues on me? I want to see a complete inventory list of the work being done. I want to see a complete inventory list of anybody that was paid out of the funds, whether it was a contractor, a director, or some type of study, and who did the study. Do they have any relationship to any of these board members or anybody at the condo association? You got to ask all these questions, and you'll find out it doesn't always add up most of the time because the money is being put somewhere. And if they're assessing you, where is the money going? And how many bids did we get in order to arrive on that number? And are we going to have overage? And if they're going to have overage, in the price. Well, where's that coming from? And all of my researching on these videos, I don't think I failed but like one HOA or condo association director, board member that wanted to talk to the media. They're always this, well, we tried to reach out to them, they won't talk to us. Or they'll give a written explanation of things, and it's always very vague. These people are not going to come out and talk. They probably have their hand in the cookie jar some way, somehow. And this is wild. The state of Florida really needs to get onto this. The people need to step out. Comment down below with your opinions on how to fix this. We need good argument back and forth between those that think it's a good thing, those that think it's a bad thing, left, right, up, down, like any type of idea. Argue about it in the comment section so we can figure this out. Discourse is the only way to figure this stuff out. You know, like everybody wants to point their fingers back and forth and hate the other side, but the only way to figure this out is for each side to say, you know what, I like that idea, I like that idea. The answer's probably somewhere in the middle, gray area, let's go with it. So I hope this video makes sense. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna keep on with this because people are being done wrong in the state of Florida. People really need to think about this. Real estate agents won't talk about it because they want to sell condos. I'm a real estate agent here on the Gulf Coast, and I'm talking about it because people need to know. People need to know these things. And the price point of condos are going to go down until this is figured out. And some people are going to be held accountable for selling these properties knowing that these issues exist. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And do your research before buying these condos. Don't buy one until you know everything. And I talked about that in the last video. Go watch that one. I'll link it right here. See you guys later.